Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich. This is your outlook for August 15th, 2014. And for today, we're going to have high pressure that's going to be settling in from the Ohio Valley and moving to the east here. It's going to establish itself over our area here as we get into the next 2 days, both today and tomorrow. Here's this high pressure, but there's a big dome of high pressure and a lot of sinking air around it. So we're going to be talking about, unlike yesterday where we had those surprise storms that moved across southeastern PA into southern New Jersey and finally cleared the coast. We're not going to be dealing with any of that today. This system here is going to be exiting to the northeast and not affecting us, and we're going to have a lot of sinking air involved. So we're talking about low humidity, very low dew points. Dew points might not get out of the 40s in some locations, which is very, very chilly for this time of year. Now that's, of course, the dew points, not the temperature. Temperature, we're talking about, upper 70s for highs, to mid to upper 70s for highs today. So again, still below normal for what we should be expecting this time of year in August. From north to south, we're looking at generally between 80 and 86 or thereabout from north to south across our coverage area as far as normal highs are concerned, and we're talking about temperatures being stuck in the 75 to 80 range. So we're going to be definitely below normal today, so you'll definitely feel a difference. It can be very refreshing, but a very nice day nonetheless. So a little bit further, Saturday looks just about the same here. High pressure, of course, now sitting right over top of us. So if Friday wasn't fantastic enough for you, Saturday certainly will be. Now Sunday we're going to have a cold front that's going to be approaching here from the northwest. This is actually looking at overnight Sunday night here. Cold front sitting up here. But it's going to be pushing off to the southeast, and by the time it's going to be depending on how fast this front goes, is going to determine a lot of what's going to happen on Sunday. I do think you get into showers and thunderstorms, and we're going to be dealing with that, most likely Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening when this front moves through. And we'll put this a little bit forward here. Here's Sunday morning, Sunday midday. Front's still hanging up here across this way. This is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's probably when you start to see the storms firing. And then these are, as this front pushes off to the south, here's the front back here. As this continues off to the south here, this line out in front of it will push this line of storms down to the south here. Now, if it does come in later, we might be able to we might get enough heating out in front of this cold front where as long as you don't have that cloud cover in place, which there really shouldn't be. Here's the cold front sitting up here. Winds will be out of the southwest, and it will move the temperatures back up to the middle 80s again on Sunday. So if we can get this front to come in a little bit slower, you might have a damaging wind threat with a squall line coming through of showers and thunderstorms. So we'll have to keep an eye on that over the weekend. It's a little bit too early to determine what's going to happen with that until we get a little bit closer. So this front will then push through and push to the south here. And now this is looking at Monday morning, and you'll see this area of low pressure that kind of just forms out of nowhere. Well, it really didn't form out of nowhere. The cold front boundary that pushed it will now be pushed through will be sitting here like this, and right at the tail end of the front, you're going to have this the area of low pressure that forms along it. So this low pressure will move toward our coverage area here, and it will do so, we think, very slowly. The flow is not very fast here, so we're expecting this to come through as we get into maybe late Tuesday night and during the day on Wednesday. So we went with a little bit slower, with the slower solution, and I'll show you the difference of what I'm talking about here in a minute. Here's what we're looking at. This is Tuesday evening. You can see it's still sitting over the eastern Ohio Valley. Here's your low pressure system sitting right here, not in a hurry to exit. And the extent of our coverage area getting into the influence of any showers is like this. Anywhere here northeast of that line is high and dry yet, and we're talking about Tuesday evening. As you go on to the GFS, completely different this is looking at Monday night overnight. So this is actually 2 a.m. Tuesday. So overnight Monday night or very early Tuesday. Area low pressure now is much faster, not stuck back here in the Ohio Valley. It has it coming through already on Monday night, whereas the GFS is talking about very late Tuesday night and during the day on Wednesday. So we're talking about a 24 to 36 hour difference in timing here, where the GFS is a lot faster. But now this is a GFS bias. So right now we're just going to wait and see how this plays out here. One's going to have to cave to the other as we get a little bit closer. But right now, being about 120 to 132 hours away from the start of any system here, definitely some time for these models to work this out and figure out what's going to go on for next week. So just keep an eye on Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. Could be unsettled one of those 2 days. We're just not sure which one yet. Actually leaning on it being on Wednesday right now as the official forecast from us. But we will definitely keep an eye on that over the weekend and see which model caves to the other one. But we're banking on it being the European model winning out in the mid-range, but we'll see. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for August 15th, 2014. Have a great Friday.